Hey there everybody, and welcome back. This is going to be my second game here, and we are going to have Blade once again as the Teal Zerg versus Trump here. This is the Yellow Terran, and as you can see, this was Trump's map, so he went ahead and picked Incineration Zone. Oh, sorry. And essentially this is a terrible Zerg map, as you can see right here. Very thin choke points everywhere on this map, and Terran siege tanks can easily just pop themselves up at any location and just rain down hell. The only decent thing I like about this map is actually it's a decent overlord placement. You can probably put your overlords here, and then quickly catch on to the expos. We're going to have a 10 depot go down once again for the block. And Blade once again opted to go for that 9 overlord, and he's going to scout with that 10th drone quickly, and he is most likely going to get in time, and we are probably going to see another 12 racks from Trump here. Nothing too special. Both players are staying on the same path that they did in the previous game, and you can see that drone is headed across, and his overlord will probably prop himself right here. And this other overlord will probably prop himself right over here, unless he's going to keep it here just for a little bit to see if his expo is going to get harassed. And as you can see, we did end up having a 12 racks go down, and now we have that 13 refinery once again right on cue from Trump. So he's going to go for another timing push, probably push for Hellions again. Let's see if Blade catches onto this. I'm assuming he did, as he did see this. And we actually have a 16 spawning pool once again from Blade, so Blade playing exactly the same way he did last game, and Trump playing exactly the same way he did. So we might see some Broodlord action come in here from Blade. Not really sure. We'll have to wait and find out. As you can see, that Overlord is placed right here, and this other one is waiting over here for that expansion. As you can see, Blade is keeping his drone alive, and we have an orbital command coming out at 16. We'll see if another depot is going to go down, or if he's just going to choose to block with the reactor, or he does throw another depot to block, and this marine, this drone is now caught and will be killed by the marine, and we do have this hatchery being built now. Nothing too amazing going on. We did have a cancel larva go on over here. Looks like he opted to build an overlord, and in order to start his queen right when the spawning pool was finished. So he did have 17 of 18, but he went ahead and canceled. And I can see that second refinery is coming down almost right on cue for Trump again, and he is going down with that factory. The drone is going to scout it, so I wonder if Trump should have just waited to throw it on that factory. It probably would have been a better idea. And now he's finally getting his tech lab down, so he did end up having to move that barracks, so it's a bit goofy placement. We do have an extractor and the first 4 zerglings coming down, and the queen and the hatchery on the way. As you can see, you can probably move that overlord now to this area, and we'll see if he parks his zerglings over here, as he knows that Hellions are incoming. And we actually have a second factory going down, so a second factory for his first starport. So Trump is switching up his build a little bit, just not too much. And we do have this roach warrant go down by Blade, as he did see that factory go up, and he knows that Hellions are going to be incoming. As you can see, this tech lab does finish a little bit before the factory. The factory is now going to land, and we'll see if the igniter upgrade and Hellions are going to start being produced. And the factory connects, and we have a Hellion coming out, and no money for the igniter upgrade, so we'll see if that ends up coming out. He probably doesn't have enough money, just because he opted to build that factory. And as you can see, Blade is once again spreading his creep tuner to allow himself to get to both bases without much trouble. And the roach warrant is not complete. We do have a spine crawler coming up. First Hellion is just about done. Pre-igniter upgrade is coming online, and we actually have zerglings waiting for the Hellion. The zerglings are going to start beating. Actually, the zerglings are all going to go down. Hellion is giving a little bit of a chase here, but nothing too major. And these, it's actually going to give the roaches enough time to get down, and in order to defend off this Hellion harass if it is even incoming. As you can see, both roaches do come up. This Hellion is going to come streaming across the map. Actually, the spine crawler finishes in time also, so the Hellion should probably just run away, and he does have 14 HP left, and once again Trump's first Hellion survives. We do have a factory coming up. He canceled the pre-igniter upgrade, which is probably a good idea. I'm sorry, not a factory, but we have a siege tank coming up, and layer is online for Blade, as he does spew some more larva. And we have the spine crawler repositioning itself. Once again, this is just a very crappy area, as these tanks can just position up here and just destroy all of this without much trouble. We do have an armor coming down, so we're probably going to see some of the same mech play coming in from Trump. I'm going to take this time to go and say, as you can see, there's expansion, but I'm going to go and take this time to say that this game is a bit goofy because the about like with 3 or 4 minutes left, it says the system's going offline for patch I believe 16 for the siege tank fix. So that will be happening, but this game does finish off. It's not going to affect the game. The game's going to go ahead and finish, but I just want to let everyone know that. That's why all the chat is going to come streaming in from everybody. As you can see over here, we are having a hydrogen go down. A little bit suspicious here because, I mean, with these small choke points, you think you wouldn't see a hydrogen, you would rather see mutas, but I guess Blade is wanting to switch up his play, and as you can see, the roach speed is coming up, and hydras are coming up, and the only good thing I can see is it's very close distances, so you're able to get that creep out there very quickly. And we do have a depot coming up at the back end to make sure he is not going to get attacked from there. And we do have siege mode is up, a few tanks, Marauder, Marines, and they are headed out and most likely going to put some pressure on in order for the expansion to get up safely without being pressured, sorry. And we're probably going to have this group of units just stand out right here like I mentioned and just lay down some really big hurt. He can't see anything yet, but he will be able to. I'm surprised he didn't move it so the siege tanks can reach. But looks like he is moving those into position now. So once these siege tanks plant themselves, it's going to be a really big pain in the ass. This little army is just going to get completely destroyed. As you can see, we do have another spine crawler going with that. Try to uproot it, but those take a millennium to uproot, so that didn't get in there in time at all. As you can see, these marauders just poke in, and these siege tanks are going to start just ripping apart units. And once again, these are the siege tanks from the previous patch, and as you can see, they're doing a decent job over here at fending this off. He did fend off the attack, but I mean reinforcements did just stream in. He's actually not landing his command center, so that's a big mess up there from Trump. And actually, it looks like Blade has a spire somewhere. Oh, there it is. He has a spire coming up. So it looks like since he scouted with the Hydralisk den, he's not choosing to build any air units whatsoever, and we do have Zerglings coming in and offering a little bit more pressure. The siege tank is going to be able to scare them off, though the fast Zerglings will be able to do some, basically just send them in here and have them smash up on the tanks and have their own splash damage hurt them. Pretty effective. And as you can see, we still have no air, multiple factors coming out, no starports whatsoever. Let's see if this SP decides to put down a starport. I'm assuming he will, and as you can see, the pre-igniter upgrade is being re-upgraded now, and we actually have four mules coming down, probably from this one command center over here, as it just was storing up energy up on that cliff. And this line looks plenty saturated. The spire is almost complete, and yet we don't have any scans coming out. All that energy was used on Mule, so he does not know what's going on in his opponent's base, which is probably a big mess up here. And we have plenty of Hellions, a lot of Zerglings coming in. The Zerglings are probably going to get roasted. Yeah, those Zerglings are just getting dominated. We'll probably get one Hellion, maybe two. No, just one Hellion. And the Zerglings are all toasted, and we do have the first muta coming out. Trump is still completely unaware of this. He does have enough energy to scan. I'm not sure if he's going to do it. Let's see if he realizes this is coming. No, he still doesn't know. Like I said before, this is them saying that the server is going down. As you can see, this was being live streamed, and now the muta's coming in, and they did pause the game, but he said to go. And as you can see, the muta's come in. There is no AA whatsoever from Trump, and he's just going to simply GG out of this, as he's not going to be able to get up anything in time, as you can see. Hope you guys enjoyed the game. Please comment, suggest anything that I can do to change and get better. I'm going to try to get more of these games out with some high quality play. Thanks for watching, guys.